We are live. Welcome, everyone. So, if you're just connecting, this is basically just going to be me trying to use Storyblok. I don't really want to use Storyblok. Do you want to use Storyblok? I don't know. We're going to try and see what it's all about because I have no idea. Well, I do know. I kind of think it's like a WordPressy kind of thing. And I'm just hoping that it's not because I hate WordPress. And I have someone here that's going to fight the corner all the way. So please welcome Samuel from Storyblok.
Hi, everybody. I'm happy to be here, and I would like to definitely say we are not like WordPress.
Good. Do you want to just give a quick introduction to yourself properly and tell us a bit about who you are, where you're from, what you do?
Yes, of course. I'm Samuel Snopko. That's my name, probably, and it should be my name. So I'm a little bit kind of stressed. This is the first time I'm doing live streaming. So
it's the first time.
Maybe it's
what?
like the live streaming. Yes, I think the conferences was, but it was not a real-time discussion because the live streaming, And I'm originally from Slovakia, living in Austria. Last years I spent also in Germany, so I'm like kind of traveling around and currently taking care of the developer relations at Storyblok. And the story with Storyblok is longer with me, so I was like huge. I was looking like in 2017 for a new framework. I have to say that because you will love it. So, and then I found the Vue.js, and after a week I found the Nuxt.js. After this week, I basically never used Vue.js again, just a Nuxt.js. So I'm like literally Nuxt.js developer. And then I was missing on the last thing. And that was like, okay, I didn't like the old CMS I was using that time. And that CMS, I don't want to name that CMS. And then I was looking for all the other possibilities. And basically, from all the headless CMSs, I found Storyblok. And then I asked some questions there. They were so great, so fast. And they just get me. They had like nice tutorial. And then somehow I started to using the Storyblok. And now, somehow, the last year, I just joined them. So that's my story, how I to get to the Storyblok. So kind of the Nuxt is the reason why I'm working in Storyblok.
That's cool. And then yeah, it's good to hear as well how people get into things. Some people always ask, how did you get there? It's just about being passionate about what you do, and then you get there, first. So do the passion, do the stuff you do, and the companies will find you. So yeah, that's really cool. Well done.
Yep, definitely.
So good morning, Damien. What is he saying? You're looking very Friday over there. Does Friday have a look? I didn't know Friday had a look. That's an interesting thing. And we have Ovidiu in the chat. So yeah, tell us where you're from in the chat. So obviously I'm in Spain here. I'm Irish, but in Spain. And we have a Slovakian in Austria. So you could be somewhere from somewhere in somewhere. So yeah, throw it in there. Phil's also in the house. We've got a couple of the regulars in there. So that's great. So I'm going to challenge you to something first before we start getting into code, right? Because a lot of people don't know what Storyblok is, and some people don't know what Nuxt Content is, right? Which is, fair enough. So I'm going to, one feature. I'm going to sell you content in one feature. You can try and sell me Storyblok in one feature. I might come back at you. You might come back, and we'll just do this for a bit and see, right? So I know that's kind of like direct and out of your, without even thinking. Alfred ist ein Blender. Okay, that's interesting. Friday definitely has a look. Hello from RSA. Hello. Okay, so you're ready. I'm going to do this first. So, we got a Romanian. Ooh, nice. I really want to go to Romania. Okay, you ready? So, Nuxt Content.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm a developer. And with Nuxt Content, all I have to do is open a markdown file, throw some YAML in it, git push, bang, it's live on my site.
Yeah. That's nice. That's very nice for prototyping, I think. And Storyblok, you can just open the Storyblok, create a markdown file or like markdown inside your story and hit the publish, and it's live. So it's almost, I think, like the same in this case. Oh.
Okay, let's go again. So with Nuxt Content, I can actually add Vue components into my markdown file. So I can actually add a quiz into my markdown because it's just using the Vue component that's already been created, which means I can reuse it across my application.
Yeah, and in Storyblok, you can use also like in Markdown or rich text editor, you can add components, and that they doesn't have to be a Vue components. You can use them also in other frameworks like React, Svelte, PHP, whatever you would like to, like iOS. Like if you want, go for iOS or like Android, so Kotlin, up to you.
Okay, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more. So this is the winner one. This is the winner one, right? With Nuxt Content, I can just do like, yarn dev. I have my local host open. I've got my website now open in localhost, and I can just click on the text in, like, picture this, the website. I'm clicking on the text in the local host, and I can edit that text. And as I'm editing it in the local host, in the dev server, in the browser, it's saving it in my markdown file in VS Code. Check that out. Live editing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We have also very similar stuff. So basically, you can open your localhost, and not only localhost, also Vercel link or Netlify link. So whatever you have, where is your preview, you can include and set up in what I hope we'll do together today, and then you just click basically anywhere in your Nuxt project in this case, and then you can edit the content directly in the form. You are not typing on the website, that's true, but you will see the real-time editing, how it's changing as you are typing, or like moving the components on the website. And then hit the save. And yes, I would say like, let's call it draw here, but there are like other features that make it like the Storyblok on the another level. I mean, what I would say is like the workflows, and I saw that you have a workflow. I was like really nice because I checked a little bit your repo, and I saw that there's like something like a publish flag. So I was like, hey, this is nice. But yeah, it is like the pipelines at the other environments or the stuff like that. So the really like the features that enterprises like, and the content editor. So like we in Storyblok focusing also on the content editors who don't know how to use the Markdown and to write the Vue.js components directly in the Markdown.
Okay. So if anyone in the chat is out there and knows and has used Storyblok and is a Storyblok fan, just show Storyblok in the chat. If you're a Nuxt Content fan, throw Nuxt Content in the chat. And let's see at the end of this if you're going to convince me that I should use Storyblok on my site, because my whole site is built with Nuxt Content, right?
I know, and there's like one funny part. You are saying it's headless CMS, but I'm not sure if Nuxt Content is a headless CMS.
It's a Git-based headless CMS. Git, like
Yeah, but headless means that there's like no framework, but it's connected to. Does it work with other framework?
So yeah, I don't know. I don't care about other frameworks. I'm using like Nuxt, right? Why do I care about other frameworks? Why do I have to think about that?
Yeah, exactly. No.
Nuxt Content is a winner, clearly. Yes, somebody in the house is with me. I love it. Oh, we got a bit of competition there.
That's okay. We will decide after the call.
Okay. So where do we start? What do we do?
So I was checking your repo, how your website look, and there was like, I would definitely go like always as you start, go for getting started, Storyblok/getting started. You can check out that. There is like something like you don't need to code anything. So we can start that, or you can integrate the Storyblok with and directly in your website together with the content without like fighting to each other. So there will be like content and the Storyblok also in the same time. They are not going to fight each other.
Okay.
And basically, you can start moving your content to Storyblok if you want. So what you would like to do as first? It's do you want to check very quickly the idea behind this? Go to storyblok.com/getting started.
Okay, let me throw this here. Storyblok. Let me just put Storyblok in. Google will find it because that's easier. And getting started. Like try Storyblok?
No. It's the navigation is still a little bit tricky for us. So go for resources at the moment in the menu. See your
hiding. There we go. Getting started.
And there is getting started.
Okay, cool.
And so here is like really like in the 5 minutes you can experience the Storyblok. So I will get you through these parts. So we will sign up, then you can scroll down. We will create our first page. And then what I would like to do from you is basically just you will not have to do anything. You just will have to copy that token down there. You will see on the third picture. So there's a will be token in the middle, and then on the bottom there is link to code sandboxes, and there's also Nuxt code sandbox, which we will use. So I mean, like normally I make you read this, but as we are not going to do that, because that would be very boring for the live
And you
stream.
know I don't read docs. I just write docs. I don't read them.
Exactly, like we are developers, so probably you should read only these 5 points. So let's open the code sandbox.
Okay.
Hit the button. Then let's go back to the getting started tab. This will set up. I just wait that Nuxt will start. It's okay. Then you can find it in the settings. So basically, you have to open your create your first page. So go open new tab, storyblok.com, please. Yes. Then let's go for login, and you will create your new. You will have to create a new account. So sadly, we are only.
This is where you get my email and send me loads of stuff
yes.
I don't want.
Believe me, we are not sending anything. Even we're still discussing like how much we should send.
Okay. Oops, there was some
problem. Sorry. No account yet. Sign up. There's a link on under the button, of course.
See why we don't read.
Or do you already have? Do you already have?
No, I've never used this before.
So we are recording. This is like also important. We are doing the like real-time testing.
Yeah, I've never ever used.
You are a developer.
Oh, I'm a developer. Yay, I like this. I'm a developer. This makes me feel good.
And you could go play with demo, but you are going. I will be your guide. So let's go for a new space.
Okay. Oh, that was easy.
And that's already created basically the new space. So you can skip the steps because they will be updated anyway, like soon. And I am the guide today, so you don't even have to read those parts.
Cool, because I wouldn't.
And here now you can. Yeah, see. Okay, it's like this is like exactly. I will have to tell that to the team that basically nobody's reading anything. Just point the directions.
Yes.
And right now you are in the content section. So this is the section that mainly the content editors would spend like 99% of the time. Mm-hmm. And here we created like the first home story, which is kind of representing the home page. Mm-hmm. So you can click on it, like click on the home page. And this is like how the Storyblok will look like. It's still not set up correctly because you are missing here the preview. So in the middle, you should see a local host for usually or like Varsal link and your website. And on the right-hand side, you have all the components we just pre-created at the moment. So you have here the teaser and grid. You can click on them. Feel free. You can change it if you want like the hello world to something else, like hello Debbie or YouTube. Exactly. And you can hit the save. You can hit the publish in the top right corner. That save create the draft version. The publish created the published version, of course. And on that drop down on the right hand side, you will see also the preview of on the top next to the publish. Sorry. Oh, you are. Go to the next to exactly that drop down and open the publish JSON. Please, just to that what publish JSON the last. Down. See. Let's see. You can close this one.
Okay.
The down JSON.
You see, I just see public.
So and this is the JSON.
I just click right.
That's okay. That's exactly. I see.
Okay.
And this is the JSON you will consume in the Nuxt.js app or on your website to create and render some content. So at this moment, I'm using some enhancement, some tools that the JSON looks nicer, but you get the point. So you can find there a component, and that component is called feature, for example, in the middle, if you look on it, and also like some data.
Yeah.
So close it now. This is just a little developer introduction.
Okay.
And now we can get back to the getting started. So let's read the next step. So the first step, please. First step in your browser.
This one?
Tap. Yes. So we need to get an API key to connect our, so obtain a preview token from your Storyblok space. You can find it in the settings area of new creative space under the API keys. So let's go to the Storyblok, go back to with that big back arrow next to the home on the left side, left, exactly. And down there are settings of the space. And the space, it's basically a project. We call it like space because there's like all the content. And here's the API keys tab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Exactly. And there's only one token at the moment, so preview token. So you can access with this token a draft of draft content of your stories. Just copy it, please.
Yeah.
And now let's get back to the getting started. Let's look what is the step number 3. So that would be replace the access token in the Nuxt config. So you just have to replace the access token. So if you go now to the getting started, that code sandbox tab you opened already.
Okay.
And where it should be running, then you see the hello world here, right? And here you should be familiar with the Nuxt config, I guess.
Yes.
So find the Nuxt config, please.
Okay.
And you should be able to replace it. If it's yeah, here is the access token.
Yeah, this is just.
No, just in the middle, just hit it exactly.
I have my screen at like 3 times the amount,
Oh.
so it's very hard to.
Sorry.
To do things sometimes because like, ooh. Okay.
Great. Now save it, and it should reload. And hope the save works because you have to fork it and sign it.
Oh my gosh!
That's you are not using code sandbox. Code sandbox it's really cool.
No,
sorry.
I do, but this is not
the
browser that I normally use. This is for like videos and stuff. So all my login is on other stuff. So that's why.
Sorry.
It's because it's like this one is set up at like 300%, so people can see it easier.
Yeah, of course.
So it's
sorry, I forgot that. Yeah, it's like I found this as the best way to show the Storyblok. Like the getting started, the simplest way. Basically, you have to do that 5 steps. You see the fork that you add your access token for the Storyblok space, and now you can get back to the getting started till this will initialize and everything. And we do one more step, and that's save your changes and restart. Right, and then you should see basically your content already in that tab. And you can do even better, but let's first check out the code if everything is running in the code sandbox. So it's taking some time sometimes.
Yeah, we're live streaming at the same time, so it's like doing a lot of stuff. Okay.
So and now you have a hello world, and now if you take that link from link from the code sandbox,
this one.
So open it in, yeah, exactly. So take it. And go to and exactly here, save it, make it, and now go back to your space you created in the Storyblok, and go to content and open the home story because we are getting the home story. Yes. And did you save it?
I don't think I published it.
Hit the publish again. That's okay. Because we should already get it if it's correct, but maybe the token is resetted. So let's check the token one more time because I think the token is not updated. Take this token exactly one more time because as you forked it, I think that the token was replaced with the
no.
Oh no, save. Oh, it's interesting. We should get the new token. So just reset, reload because. We should see hello YouTube.
Oh, live streaming and things don't work.
As always. Okay. Still go back. Go to that tab. Take that URL. It's working. Don't worry.
It's not working.
We will find what's the problem. We will find what's the problem. So get to get started.
This doesn't happen in Nuxt Content.
That's I wouldn't say. As I did it, I get an error first. Whatever. Go to getting started next step and just copy paste that URL. No. That 4th tab in your browser.
Here, where?
The last step.
The last one, yeah.
Yeah, that one. This one exactly. Just copy the URL, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, and go to back to Storyblok space. Great. And now go to settings of space, please.
Like go back?
Yeah, yes. Sorry. Go back and go to settings.
Okay.
And now go to, you see the second input field, which is saying like location, default environment, please add there your URL if you want, and hit the save. And hit the save. And now go to the content and open the home story again. And there we should get, okay, this home. Okay, now I get it. And now change, and now you can click on the hello world. And this is getting error. So
it wasn't me.
no, I'm like literally now confused why this is happening.
I don't have access to this page.
That's another problem. That shouldn't be a problem. It should work. So your first space, just click on the your first space, please. That's your space, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the project you created.
Okay.
And go to content, the live streaming as always, and open the home again, please. And here, what we forget. So I'm just going to open that also very quickly.
See, if we read the instructions, it might be easier, right?
Yes, if you read the description, that's of course it should be, but we didn't skip any of the instructions.
Okay.
So I'm just checking if we skipped something, because if we did everything as we should do, so restart the console server from the server counterpart is necessary to load it next. Okay. Okay. See, we should read that instruction. You're correct.
Yeah. What did the instructions say?
So go to the please do the first one, and read the number 5 said that basically we should restart it from the server control panel to also update the Nuxt config.js.
We just got excited and said save your changes and let Code Sandbox recompile, and then we went, that's it, see you later.
So in the Code Sandbox, please do this.
Everyone read instructions, it's really important. Okay, what do we do? I read it, but I forgot already. Where? How?
The server control panel is the one of the on the left side those icons, and the server icon is, I think, give me a second.
Yeah, restart server, restart Code Sandbox.
Restart. Give me a second. I just looking into that and say restart Code Sandbox server. So server.
Oh, restart server. Okay. Sorry. So that's something I've never done in Code Sandbox, actually. I didn't know that existed. That's interesting. It's good to know.
Yeah, that's good to know. Yeah, exactly. Because there's like many cool features in Code Sandbox.
I'm guessing it's got to go and get that new API key, right? Yeah, Eddie's in the house. Eddie, we're live streaming and finding out errors that if we read the documentation, we'll actually be able to do things easier.
Yeah, we are always bragging that we are not reading documentation, but in reality, the best does probably only read documentation.
We only read it when it doesn't work. We go, this doesn't work. Why does it not work? What does the doc say? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Is that actually restarting, or is it actually doing anything?
It should be. Does it that? Didn't do anything. So I just forking it.
Container is starting. Okay, so Code Sandbox can be a little bit slow sometimes. So it just has to do all that kind of stuff. Okay.
So I'm there with you in a second. So
don't go, don't leave me.
Just reload it, please.
Reload
also the Code Sandbox. I mean, no, you did that. Now reload, please, the application in the browser.
Oh, okay.
If something happens.
Let's see if it's connected now.
Container is starting, so just reload the tab because we should see that in terminal. Probably it's taking some time. Look like that.
Yeah, it's connected. It's connected. Okay. Let's reload it here. It's starting the sandbox. It's sandbox QX started.
Because I don't see that, by the way. I see only now our faces there. Exactly. Where's the terminal?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, our faces are there. but there's nothing there. There's actually like I can.
So where is?
I mean, I can move our faces, but I can just bring that up, and there's nothing there, right? So I'll restart the server again in case it didn't do it. Yes, that looks a bit better. Server, we didn't get that before. That looks better. I've got a server ports closed. Connected to Sandbox. And that looks like, I don't know why it didn't do it before when I pressed the button, but it seems to be doing it now.
Okay. And we should just restart the Nuxt app with the new, okay, Sandbox Content, Sandbox started.
So we should see our changes here in the Code Sandbox as well, or not?
Yes, we should see them, because that should restart the app, and that should request a new data.
Okay.
So after this, as we already saved it, everything should work.
Okay.
It's now building. Now it's look promising.
Oh, look at that. Yes, it's working. Okay. Let's change the text. We did
Finally.
it.
And now it's working also, this preview.
It's working. Save, publish, and then I'll just go in here and I should be able to. Okay, I got you there though, didn't I? I got you.
And you can, by the way, send that link
I restarted
to anybody.
Sandbox the first time, but I think it didn't restart the server. It's the server that needed to be restarted, not the Sandbox itself.
Yes. Because the Sandbox somehow, the Nuxt file was, I think, cached or somehow in the Sandbox, just to make it faster. So it's in the getting started. So, and now you already have like, you have a component. So now you can click on the teaser or the feature 1, 2, 3, 4, or on the grid there. And it's changing on the right-hand side. So you can editing. And as you are editing the right-hand side, it's also like real-time editing on the left-hand side. And you can do like stuff like click on the grid, for example, in that breadcrumb in the top. Nuxt Content, Storyblok, exactly.
You always put it with a capital
Maybe
P or
wrong
small
order.
B. I never know.
It's small b, by the way.
Small b, okay. Sorry.
And so that's okay. The name is tricky. A lot of people writing with C and mixing with Storybook, so it's okay. And the grid, if you click on the grid, for example, then you don't have. You can do also like different stuff, like copy paste, like select all of them, and you can copy and add them anywhere. So hit the copy icon on the top, and now hit the plus icon where you want to add it.
Like where? What? Who?
Where, what? Yeah, on the right-hand side. Behind my face should be a plus button. So I see my face there.
People are not. There we go.
You see. So sorry, not that plus. Sorry.
No.
Not plus button. This is this adding button. That circle on the right hand. You see, and when you hover, yes, exactly that one. Click.
That's an add button.
Sorry, Pastor. It's we are redesigning the UI, so don't worry about that. I'm sorry for that. It's like that was copy paste, so that was paste button, not add button. And now you already see like you added like 3 new features, and you see already in the screen. And the cool feature about it is like you didn't hit the save.
How did you put Storyblok before me? You made that happen automatically. Like I had.
No after every save. So and you just copy paste it. You just added it there.
But somehow you made it appear that Storyblok came before content. How did you do that? So then I can just...
That's set about the grid, in my opinion, by the way. Can be
rare. So if I want to move this, how do I do this?
Yes, just move it.
Okay.
On the right-hand side.
I get you.
And drag and drop.
There we go.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. No problem. And what else? So what else? The cool feature is like you didn't hit the save and published. So yeah, like you can like hit the mobile icon on the next to the URL input. Do you see like there are like 2 arrows? Left next to the grid name. Like there's a big grid, and on the left side there are like 2 icons, 2 arrows.
No.
Left, go to left and up.
Up.
This arrow? No. The code sandbox, you are this one. Exactly.
Beside the like internal URL thing. Right. Okay, got it.
Yes.
I was looking for the
know it's like
I see now the 2 arrows.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now you can like preview it like in the mobile or like an iPad, and you still didn't hit the save. So it's like still like you're just previewing like if you like the content or not. And if you like the content, you can hit the save.
Okay.
And then the next arrow that with the clock arrows on two icons on the left from your current position next to the DA in the top bar.
This one.
So that's the versions. So basically, click that. Yep. And you can go back to any version of your story. So if you want to go back, just click any of the version and then hit the restore button there.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Yeah, and then it's restart.
Oh my god! I lost
it's working.
Everything.
And yes, you lost everything.
I know. So can I go back and get it back?
Good question. I think yes. Go to the second version. Yeah, that one. And yes, you can go back.
Yay! I got it back. Okay, that's cool.
So now you
like
that. So, and now you as a developer should wonder, like, what are these components? Because like you are doing some features, teasers, and what was that? Like grid. So these are all defined by you. So we just these are like predefined just to make it like a little bit simple, but you can define your own schemas for them. So if you go back to the space overview with that arrow next to the home on the top left corner, exactly. And you go to the components.
Okay.
So there these are the definition of your basically all the components you can use right now in Storyblok. And these are mostly represent also the components in the next app you are doing at the end of the day. So here we have two types. That's what I should tell you, which is really important to understand. It's the content type. So from the content types, you're creating like pages or authors, and those are used in the content. And the others are the nest table components. And the nest table components can be nested in any other component. So basically, you can go for so deep nesting as you need. So basically, atomic design and the real world, real CMS world. And the funny fact, the content types are used to create the stories, and the nest table components are used to create the blocks on those stories. So that's the name Storyblok. Clever, or?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And if you now click on the teaser, for example, just to make it very easier to understand for you, you don't have to select it. Just click on it. And now it's like headline there. There's one property already defined. So now you could add a new key value. Yeah, or like just hit it. You go back, please, and go to the input on the top, please. No, input.
Yes.
That's different plus.
Okay.
Too
many pluses.
Yeah, exactly. I see. That's good. I am doing my notes. I will send this link to this video to my colleagues, to the designers. They will be very happy with you. So just right here, like what you would like to have, like description, for example, or like an image, so whatever you would like to. So this is like the value, and then you added basically a new property. You can click on the property and choose the type of it. We have like tons of types. Of course, you can customize the markdown, for example, rich text, where you can add also components inside, and even there are like plugins that you can like create your own type of field types. So you see that plugins on the right hand side. You should be happy with the Cloudinary plugin there, for example.
Really?
Of course. Yeah, of course. So you then basically have an overlay and choose the assets from the Cloudinary. But let's keep it like do markdown. So you could set up the rules.
But I mean, what do you want me to do? What is best?
No, markdown is great. I just want to present, so it's like markdown. Go for markdown. That's good. I just wanted to say like add a markdown. I like more rich text editor. It's more powerful in my opinion.
Okay, well then you show me rich text editor. I work in markdown all my life.
Rich text on the right hand side, and here you can like customize it. Add the optional classes, for example. So like the editors can like select something and add like this is a super big text class or whatever. But that's okay. Just hit the save right now. So these are like rules you can set per every property you have on your component. And now just go back to the home, please. That story home we already created.
Like in content?
Yeah. Sorry, I just always skip one step I see. And hit the home. And then we edited the teaser. So if you open the teaser right now, yep, hit it.
Ooh.
You should see also the description, and that's it. So you would now edit the description, but of course it's not presented in the presentation layer because we didn't code it. We didn't do anything in the Storyblok, in the Nuxt. So the Nuxt will now consume also the description as the markdown or rich text in this case, and the Nuxt would be responsible for rendering that on the website.
Okay.
So and that was the getting started. And
okay.
What do you have any questions?
Yeah, I want to see the text here. So why can I not see it? The description here.
So let's do that. Okay, but let's do it in your repository. That would be more fun.
So do you want
me
to
do that?
You want me to open like my Debbie.code's website?
Yes. Okay. Your Debbie the website. You're in the VS Code.
Oh, okay.
And we will literally just.
Wasn't ready for this. Open.
That's okay.
Space. Where am I? Here I am. So see, it opens it on another screen. Let me just get that over there.
I did the testing yesterday, so I know that it will work.
You spied on my website?
Yeah, absolutely. It's open source. It's not.
Well, that is true. My website is open source, so everyone is welcome to clone it, copy it, and also fix it. And
I wanted to see the content in the production and also like in the real world. So it was like nice to see it.
Okay. Let me just make sure that's good. Ooh, that's a bit weird. I can close this one just so we don't have too many windows open. I know you don't see what I'm doing because you're better off not seeing what I'm doing. That's why you're not seeing it. And I'll share my screen in a second once I've cleaned up all the... Oh my God, you always do that, Nuxt. You open up on another screen. Okay. When you work with so many screens, it can get complicated.
Here's the chat. I was wondering where is the chat. Finally, I found the chat here.
Oh, you found the chat. Okay, so let's go back to, there we are. So this is my application, which you can find. I have, oh my God, I should close things, shouldn't I? Let's close everything.
Yeah, just
close all.
We will need only.
Micho's in the house. You're late, Micho. I was expecting you earlier. I'm only messing.
Oh, hi, Micho. So, but it's okay. You didn't miss the best part. So now we are going to change and destroy it. Yes.
You're going to hack me live.
So,
okay.
We will be editing the conference talks.view, in my opinion. It's okay.
The conference talks. No, the conference talks come from Hasura. You want to?
I know.
You want to do the live streams? I think, which is coming from Markdown. So if I go to my
under the resources.
Oh, sorry. You mean what is this? I forget what did I do?
I know under the pages, resources, conference talks, they are not coming from Hasura. They are coming from content.
Do I have a page on conference talks? I don't even know what I have. I just have so much stuff in my website. It's getting out of control.
Yeah.
Oh, this page. What do I do?
This page,
exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm with you now. I was thinking this one, which is conferences.
I know.
And that's coming from Hasura, which taken.
I know.
Okay. You know my website better than me. That's incredible.
I just did these two pages. Literally, I was like watching on that. Like,
oh my God!
Oh, this
I haven't updated it since November. I haven't added any of the talks since November.
Yes.
Because maybe because you existed.
Maybe because you're using the content. I don't know.
I just have too much content. It's so hard to keep up. Okay. Micho is having his lunch. That's okay, Micho. Lunch is allowed. We are all allowed to eat. Eating is important. I don't know, Julian. I don't know. I don't know who you are, Julian. You're very kind of pushing me towards this Storyblok thing. Let's see. Let's see. Right. Let's see it in action. This is the page we are going to improve on. Anyone, if you want to know where my conference talks are, they're here. I just found that out today.
You will have to update it next week. That's okay.
Okay. So yeah. So this is how I add my. Let me get rid of that. Get rid of that. This is how I add my talks, right? And it's YAML, and I'm just putting in the title, the date, the description, the video, which is coming from YouTube, obviously, some tags, and the conference, what conference it is. So it's really easy to add it. I just sometimes forget.
Yes, it's easy. That's true. But yeah, it's easy. I'm like, I have nothing against that. It's like definitely easy. But I would like to now connect that conferences talks or website or like page with the space you just created. So and maybe use that Markdown or like rich text editor there or one of those tools.
Right.
So you have it in you should go, first of all, you should install the Storyblok Nuxt module. So just yarn add Storyblok minus Nuxt in terminal.
Yarn add Storyblok dash Nuxt
minus yeah Nuxt. Yes, exactly. Just hit enter.
Boom.
Now
I love when Nuxt has a module for it. It just makes it easier. Okay, I need to add this in my Nuxt config, right?
Yes, of course. And the best thing how to do it is let's copy it from the getting started, the code sandbox we just created in your tab. So basically, you will go to the next exactly that. Just copy paste this.
And I'll put it here.
Also with the how it's called, the brackets. You forgot the one layer of brackets. And don't worry if something happens. I have it here on site, so I can send you the code.
Yeah, it's just it's all going a little bit slow because I'm installing and live streaming, and it's being.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I like the pre-recorded talks.
Because you don't have to wait on like doing too much at once. And okay, come on, go in there.
Or you can also like stop the recording and then just
I
wait that 1 minute.
For the wrong reason. What am I doing? There we go. Okay.
Okay. That was good. We just should. Or is it missing? There's no, so good. Or there is an error. Who is like you have some there is like.
What I do.
Yeah. There is.
Let me go back. I broke it. I broke my Nuxt application. It looks okay. Like I'm not even.
Should be okay.
Like I'm not even using that, so I can just get rid of that to make it easier. Why is it not accepting my sitemap? Oh, the sitemap should be last. That like shouldn't matter. It's going very slow. I think it needs to finish to this yarn. I think like even Pretty is kind of going, whoa, too much going on here.
Should be okay. That code doesn't look correct.
Yeah, no, it's
I see what's.
No, I think it's just prettier. It's just prettier trying to do things. And it's getting a bit confused, I think.
I think so.
It's too much going on.
That yarn takes a really long time.
Yeah, it doesn't. But when you're live streaming, it's doing so much that it takes longer. So it's using your internet connection, it's using everything. So it gets a bit kind of like, full on.
So if you have any question, maybe now is the time for the questions because the yarn. It's creating the opportunity to answer questions. Do you have any questions?
No, that's all fixed now. That Prettier has fixed itself now just because it was, the two things were interfering. So that's good. Right, so I basically just added the Storyblok module that we installed and the access key, which I took from the from the code sandbox. And that's it. I get that. That's easy. Yep.
Okay, they aren't finished because I see my faces.
Oh, sorry.
And you can start. Yeah. So just let me edit it. Let me know. Just yarn dev. Then start normally your Nuxt. We are ready. We will be not doing anything else with the terminal. Okay. So, and let's hope that we will be not getting any errors, but it should be everything okay and ready to run. So in the meantime, you can go to the code sandbox again and open the index file where we will get some functions from. So this is like the only like coding we will be kind of doing. Let's call it coding.
Okay.
So here in the codex, there's an index file, and in the index file, we are basically requesting through the Storyblok API our data.
In the where?
Oh yeah, that one.
This one.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, that's also okay. I have the older version in my repo. So here on the bottom, you see the async function, async data. Bottom a little bit, scroll down.
Okay.
And this async data is basically getting, as you can see, the context.app.story API they get. So this is how we will work. I think you can close that thing on the right hand side.
Yeah,
that preview.
Close the browser. How do you close the browser? Just
drag and drop on the border. Yes, now. Exactly. Great. So
I duplicated it.
there's yeah, exactly.
I'm pressing too many buttons.
So and
okay, that's my async data. Okay.
No problems. So here you can see basically that we are doing like on the context of the Nuxt we installed into the app's Storyblok Story API, which has a very simple get function in this case, but there are other functions of course. Yeah. And then you request the CDN of the stories, which is on the Storyblok, and then the false lag will be like which story you are requesting. So in this case, we will be like statically using the home, but this is like the demo is made that you can also do some dynamic stuff there. Okay. So just copy this like from the context to end of the code. So also with the catch. No, not async, from the return. Just that part from the return.
From the what?
Line 39. Line 39.
From the return. Sorry.
And yeah, just the function from the return. Exactly, just this. And one more. Exactly this one. Just copy paste it. Copy
Am I getting it all?
And paste it. Yeah, you're getting it all. This is good.
Okay.
And now you can go
here.
Exactly. Open your. Then you will have to open in Pages. There's a resources folder, and there is conference installed. I know better your website now.
I'm gonna hire you as a developer to like fix my website because you know it better than me. Oh my god! Okay.
It's a little preparation, really. Like, and here just the same thing. You have an async function where you use the content.
Yes.
And we want to use the content together with the Storyblok. So let's add the return on the top at first, and we will just edit it a little bit. So between the line 18 and 19, past it bit just right after the
async data function. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Let me close this a bit so we can see more what's going on. Let me just save. Can I save? Can I go crazy or not?
You can save. There's no big problem. So first of all, what we need to do now, we will fix this. Give me a second.
Okay.
Just remove the return on the top because you have two returns now in the async function. That's the big problem there.
Return the videos? Like remove this?
No. On the top, first return. If you go, there's a return context. So remove this return. Yes. Then please remove also the context and the app because you already have their content and params. So just continue deleting, remove the context keyword.
Wait,
and just
wait.
leave.
Sorry. Move this. Sorry.
Yes. And also the dot. Now we need the app. So as you import it into the async data or like result, there's like content and params. You need also add an app.
This is coming
in
from
this
Nuxt
case.
Context, which is I'm getting back
Exactly.
so I can use this. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. And then you are using that those videos you are loading from the content as a constant. So const videos. So just make a const on the line 19 on the beginning. You just write like const Storyblok equal this equal, and also you can write await also.
Right. What?
Await. But
it's
not required. But you have to,
sorry.
Don't have to. Okay. Then to really fix this a little bit, you can also remove this full slack. Just replace it with home because we have only one story which is called home in the space you created.
But not
and
as
also
a
like the
dynamic
brackets.
data, right? Just home.
Yes, just static. This is the part which you would normally do dynamic from the store Nuxt context.
Okay.
And the last part is also your prettier or I don't know Lintner is don't like the console's error, so just remove those two console errors.
I can put a
so we will not see.
Or just.
I think the console is the problem. Just remove it. It's okay. And also the first one. Yes, and now basically we also have to return it. Yes. Storyblok.
You know what I'm doing.
And now if you save it,
okay,
then it should work. And what we are doing is just we are loading the home story from the space which you just created in the draft version, of course.
But we're not going to see it anywhere, right?
At the moment, not. But we will see it using the view to Nuxt view tools, DevTools.
Can I just do this?
Yes.
Is it double? Is it single? It's double. No, it's single. It's single.
Double, and just Storyblok. Just double and Storyblok inside.
Yeah, but I can also do. Well, I could do Storyblok. I could do $data, which will give me all my data. We would probably get too much. So I'll just do the Storyblok.
Yeah, just Storyblok is I think enough in this case.
Let's go here.
And let's hope there will be no more errors.
And do. I'm not seeing story. Is there anything in Storyblok? Like it's
should be on
there
bottom.
we go. There it is. Whoa, nice. Okay.
So you get basically the whole story in this case, of course.
Yeah.
So let's continue and let's go back to the space. Hey Felix. So go to the Storyblok, please. Space in the third tab. The space you created just.
Okay.
And let's go to the page. In the right-hand side editor, there is a page in breadcrumb. It's very small. Exactly. Click there, please. Just hit it. Click. Did you click?
Yeah, I think my system's slowing down. My computer's going too much work. Do we need the code sandbox open? Can I close that?
We will need to copy one more thing, but I can send it to you somehow in the Twitter or so.
Yeah.
Just copy it. Okay. Then we will use this headline. Forget. Let's do it differently because I just wanted to add one more property there to use it.
Yeah, it's not changing, and I think it's just computers going overload, too much things going on.
Okay, so then in that case, let's go to the code sandbox and we will close it. We just copied the last thing we need from code sandbox.
Okay.
So here, there's a mounted function. Please just copy the whole mounted function from this. All you see here, just copy it, please.
Yeah.
Copy and just add it to your code in that
I can close this now, right?
view. And you can close this. Yes, that's all we will need from this code sandbox.
Okay, and copy it into application.
After, yes. And here should. Oh, one more thing will be needed to be changed as I'm looking on that at the moment. Yeah, and one more thing you could you please the Storyblok rename to story? So the data we just returning, just rename it please to the story.
Here.
Yeah. And also the const. Yeah. It is like up to you how do you call it. It's just like in that mounted function we are expecting story. So that was the reason. So it's great. You can save this and
just so people can see this is because they're expecting story, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So what will do this, I will explain in a second, but right now I just want to show the data that are rendered. So you did that, great. So let's go back to that space. We already had, great. So define schema, please. So this is like your page. So this is the definition of your page, like layout. So if you go now to define schema button on the right side. Is it still so slow?
Yeah, can I refresh this? Maybe it's just
Yes. Just refresh it.
Maybe it's just dying.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's also your
I don't know if
it's not usually so slow. It's like just asking like if this.
Yeah, it should it should be okay, but sometimes when you're live streaming and you're doing so much with like there's cameras, there's videos, there's this, and the computer just goes like I can't do so much, right? Page unresponsive, so the page is dying. So we're gonna have to like restart it. Can we restart that again?
Yeah, just close it. It's okay.
Right. So.
And you can close also that one if you want. Because we don't need that one. Also, the getting started we don't need.
So what do I need?
Just go for apps.
This one here, right?
Yes, probably because you didn't use any other. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Come on, internet. Oh, work.
Oh no, that's
the wrong one.
Content box. I know, go back. Yeah, I know you're still running the content box. Go back because we don't want to run the content box. Exactly. Hit the back to space settings. Go to settings, please. And please replace the location with your localhost. Where is running your website. Just it will be like faster, and we will be not calling anymore the call sandbox.
Okay.
It should be. Are you sure it's /8000?
What do you mean?
If you check your localhost, it should be. Do that. I don't know how it's called properly in English. Yeah, save. And go to content and home story.
It's moving faster now. Yes. Go to content and home.
Yep. And we should see now the next error probably.
There's no
and
slash.
you can fix it. Yeah, there's no slash because we didn't add the slash into the prior URL. But we can fix it here. Just
okay.
Or fix it. Fix it. Yeah, go fix it in settings. It's okay.
Settings. Here. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Content.
Yes.
Home.
And the reason localhost is it running your localhost?
I mean, it could have. Yeah, it's running.
Okay. So anyway, just copy paste it. Localhost. It should. We should see the. I was expecting next error. It's an invalid error. Okay. That's no problem.
I mean, it's HTTP, not S.
Okay. Because Storyblok also like checking this, so it's like, yeah, it's then use the HTTP. Yeah, now looks good. And yeah, we see your website here. And we see an error, which is good because you don't have a /home probably.
You see my beautiful 404 page? Oh, yay. Yay!
So now just really quickly fix this as we are using this home for the conferences talk. So go to config, please. Here on the right-hand side. Yeah, see, I just think that you see where I'm pointing on the screen.
Yeah, and I'm like, where, what? Okay.
And here on the bottom, there should be a real path, which is basically a path you will overwrite in the visual editor. And add here the path to the conference talks. So
in
just
the name
the other part. No, down there, real path. Just
real path. Okay. Yeah. Add in conference talks. No resources.
No. Slash resources and slash conference talks.
Okay.
I'm not sure about the first slash now, but hit save and we will see.
Okay. Probably not because
Yeah, so remove the first slash because it's 2 times there.
Yeah, because we added one at the end. Okay, save. Okay.
And
didn't.
Now it should show everything. Is it?
I don't know if it's
just reload
conference talk. Yeah, I mean that's like we can literally just copy this and make sure.
Maybe it's on loading. Yep. Scott, do the reload in the left side. There's on the iframe. Do the reload there. No, reload in
here.
the fake URL. Yes.
Really unresponsive again?
So we are waiting.
We
are waiting for some data probably.
Wait or exit and
exit page and open again, please.
Exit pages. I killed Chrome. Like literally. Oh my god. They should fix this. This is not a nice, user experience. Yeah, I think someone's just using too much internet in my neighborhood and they've stolen it all.
Yeah, now it's work. Yeah, I know. I'm also not on cable internet. It's,
they all share. They sell
thirsty.
you that you got like all this internet, but actually the cables are all connected. So it depends what the neighbors are doing. So it's like, seriously. Yeah.
So and now we see finally here your conference talks.
Cool.
Your page. And so let's quickly change the headline of the page. And on the bottom, there should be also the story. Or not at this moment.
No, it didn't pick up the data. Okay.
That's okay. No problem. Please hit the define schema button and just on the right-hand side. Yep. And just add a new property. I don't know, like page title or I don't know how, just title. With underscore in this case.
Okay, title is good.
Or just title. Just use title. Yeah. Edit, and I think like text is okay, so you can save it. Save schema on the top. And hit this cancel. There is still missing. There should be automatically closed. That will be in the UI. I promise you. I know you hate it already.
Okay.
So now you should write the title for this page, which is like at the moment you have a conference talks there.
Yeah.
Which is hard coded. So just write there anything you want. The new name of the website.
Do the same one or a different one? Conference talks from Storyblok.
You can just new one.
Right.
We will not see that at the moment. We have to also do one last change in the code, of course.
Okay.
So is it done? Because I see it's behind my face again.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Save it.
It's normal.
Do you press save?
Yeah, you can save it. Yeah, save it because we need a draft version of it at the moment.
I was reading the chat at the same time. Neo was telling me to restart your browser. So yeah, and Miguel is in the house. He said Friday, and your body knows it. And Felix, hello to Felix. I got a couple of cool people in the chat there. Yes. Okay. So finally we are going to get to the funny part, the coder next part we'll like. So go to the next and we will be doing the next part and it will be really like fast already. Okay.
So what we did is loaded the story.
Yes.
It's on the top. So, and now we are rendering the Storyblok, which we renamed. So we didn't render anything, of course. That was why we didn't see anything on the bottom. So, but here the conferences talks, it's hard coded. Do you see that there? It's like the app title in your HTML in template.
Don't be telling people that.
What? It should come from the content, in my opinion. So now you can write.
People think I'm a really good developer, and you're telling them I'm not.
No. So like everybody's doing it. Come on.
It was quicker. Just
you didn't see my. Please don't go to see my website here. That's like really embarrassing. And basically, we want to render here this title we just added there. So exactly, story.content.title, because there is a content. Like on the story itself, you have like a bunch of other like properties, and the content is in the content property. So great, you can just hit the save.
Yes.
That's it, and then you should. Oh, come on! Why error now?
Title is undefined.
Title of. Can you render this just the story? Because there, if we did create the title correctly, there should be a title. Or is the internet? Is maybe
it's not my internet. Don't be blaming my internet. There we go.
No, I don't.
Story there. It's a big story.
There's a content.
There's a big story there, everyone. That's there. There is a content. It's an array.
No. You
want me to print it out a little bit nicer?
Yeah. Let's print it nicer.
Let's do it up here.
Or you can do the story.content also. Yeah, okay. So there's the content, there's a body, but the body, as you see, those are the that's the array of the components we added on the top, but we added the new. So there should be.
I didn't publish. Should I have published? No, it's here.
But did you have to hit the save?
I thought I did. Look, it's here. Title Conference Talks from Storyblok.
Okay, then it should go. Fork. Can you try once again? There's maybe it was still didn't accessible.
Let me just put story.content and see what I get here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not broken.
And the title should be there. What?
It doesn't like title. You sure it's content? Something here with content is an issue.
Yeah.
Like.
Can you render?
It's not giving me. It's not giving me anything, right? If I like, let me just take that away, because that's like hardcore stuff. And the story.content is what's not coming up. It's like it's empty. Oh, look, right? So it's not there, right? So this is non-existent. And if I take away content, I'm getting my my stuff, right? So it's not able to read this for some reason. Like if I put story.name, that's weird, right? I'm getting home. Well, it's not even printing that out.
This
maybe it's just because it's in the pre tag. I don't know. It should just work, right?
Should work. Okay.
I mean, it's data. Story.name should just give me home if I wanted it. And here's content, which is what you're saying. And then there's the body.
I know. I know now. It's story.story. Because we called it story, and story is inside the story.
Yes, of course. That makes sense.
You can change it in the async data function, or do it this way: story.story.content home. Yes, of course. This live coding is always hard.
See, don't name your stories. Right, that doesn't really give me anything. Oh, .home.title. So that should give me something. Yep. Okay, so that's in the free
Yes,
tag.
finally.
Cool. Live debugging. So much fun. Oh, look, Julian, you're the best. You're the best. Just sometimes there's a delay.
Thank you, Julian.
When you're live coding, we get like a 20-second delay. So everyone's shouting and going, "Just do this!" and like they're sending the messages, and you're like, you're not there yet because we're like in a different time zone practically. That's the world of live. Okay, conference talks from Storyblok. Okay, so now I should really. It was my conference,
And now
wasn't it? So I should change this. Can I just change it here?
You can, but still you will have to reload. So there is one last trick you have to do.
No, I just want it to work.
Yeah, just save it. Save it.
Okay. Yeah.
And
it worked.
This works.
This is what I wanted.
Yeah.
Oh,
but there's like still, I think like it still can be better.
Okay.
And the way to make it better is like if you go back to the code, and there is a stuff we installed with the package also, and you didn't know about because we didn't write the documentation still. And that's on the app title, please write a directive, which is called v-editable.
In the app title? Here?
Yes, in the app title, a directive, so space v-editable.
Yeah.
Yeah, equal, and it will be equal to story.story.content.
Okay, what am I doing?
Yes, only you can save it. So what it's doing here is like in the draft version, we are sending a special identifiers. And as you are opening your Nuxt app in the iframe, we are enable basically to connect in real time the right-hand side with the Storyblok with your Nuxt application. So if you scroll down to the mounted event or like lifecycle, which you copy paste there, there is. There we are catching using the Storyblok bridge, which works only in iframe and with the draft content event. The first event is the publish and change. That was basically you saved the story, and then we asked Nuxt very nicely to please could you reload this road. But as we are using a Vue.js, which is like a pretty modern framework, we can also catch the input event, and then we are in the event from the Storyblok. We are sending like the new story, so new data. And you can update in real time as you are hitting basically the keyboard or like replacing the image or changing the order of the components, all of the stuff, and that you can achieve basically the real-time editing. So as if you now go to Storyblok, you should see in the real time like editing the title.
Ooh.
And even you have now this ability like click on it. It will open like the page in this case because the title is on the page. So on the right-hand side bottom, there is a title.
Yeah.
Yes, and if you now change the My Conferences to anything, you will see as it's editing also in the left side.
How do I do it?
Yes, in the input field. We are still not there.
Okay, I got too excited. Save?
Why it's not editing? Yes, save, but it should also edit.
It could be just the whole...
Just reload. Yeah. Could you now? Oh, come on. Today is what's today?
It's Friday.
Did we write it again?
It's not April Fool's Day just yet. No, I think
story content. I'm like now that Julian is definitely story content.
Julian, help us out here. What are we doing wrong? Is it just the
I'm 100%. Did you write it correctly?
What do you mean? Did I write it correctly?
No, did we? Can you check me this? Can we check the v-editable one more time? It's a v-editable story.story.content. That should be okay. We're getting the draft version.
Can I refresh here?
Yeah, you can refresh, but shouldn't change anything because like we have the outline there. So the only thing I can think about is like, can you go to mounted event down there?
Yeah.
Sorry, in the code into the mounted event. I know what's going on because we are replacing the Here you can see that we are replacing this story.content.
Yeah.
Of course, this problem. So this should be this story.story.
Do Julian says we need to configure in the story bridge to update on event input. Bye.
Yeah, exactly. So here, please add this .story.story.content. So just we are missing the story here.
Oh, this is because I have like the Nuxt Content thing as well, isn't it? Otherwise, the return would have worked if I didn't have.
Like, no. This is because we just how we named our data here in the Nuxt in this view file.
Yeah, it could have been called conference
our
talks
data
or something.
Yeah. Let's just save it.
Yes.
We just basically we get it the event story, and then we replace a wrong story in the next.
Yes.
So now it will work. So you see the story here which we are returning, and now okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you go up, let's scroll up a little bit. So the story is equal the app.storyblok API. So getting the home, and we are returning the rest.data. But as we called it story, we should do here the rest.data.story, and that then we didn't have to have all the time story.story. That's the whole trick.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Never mind.
But now, should it work?
Now, what do I need to do? Just type and now.
Just reload, please. One more time the preview. Yeah. And it should work. I'm not going to. Oh, come on. This works. I'm angry at myself because it works.
I've done this so many times with live stream. It's like, this works. It works on my computer. Did I press save? Oh, here. What?
Yeah, press save. If it's working, or we did. We just make it destroy it all.
Should I just refresh browser? Come on.
No. It's not the browser. This is already like the Nuxt code. We are just not so good with Nuxt as we should be. Yeah, exactly. So let's go back to the Nuxt code, please.
Nuxt Content works.
Nah, Nuxt Content works, but not if you do the mistakes that we did right now. So let's remove those double stories from all the parts. It makes no sense anymore, and just return. So please edit at first the async data function and return the rest in the line exactly 25. Please add the rest.data.story. Yes, great. So now you can remove the double stories and just keep always the one story. Also there. Yes. And also on bottom in the mounted event, which is still, and now you can save it. And I will look also in my code, which I did yesterday on evening with one beer, and look if everything is okay here. Story content, ID event. I see where it was with the second problem, but now it should work.
What is it?
And now reload it. There was even one place where we should add the second story. If you go to the mounted event, really on the bottom, what we forgot is that on the line 80, there is this equal, like even.story.id is equal this.story.id, but we had this.story.story.id. But as we change it, now it should work everything.
You think?
Yes, I think I'm like now hoping for everything. And now,
like, I don't even know what should be. Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, finally.
I see it now. Okay, it does work. Finally. Too many stories.
Yeah. Sorry, it's very important how you name your properties, your data. It can be very, very, very tricky.
There's the data. Okay, so what? Oh, I like this. And it's quite fast as well. When it works, it's good.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
And it's super like for the content for content editors, And you can do exactly that stuff you would do for your what is that, talks. So your talks would be basically an image, a link, like the same stuff you did in content.
Yes, in the YAML.
In the YAML, you would just create a component like that in the Storyblok, And then you will get the data through the JSON from Storyblok as we get this title, and then just loop through all the data and render it. And then you would be able to click on each of it and edit it directly here.
Okay. So if I have like more than one thing, like what I have in this page, right?
Yes, let's do
like
it.
I'm doing a V4
very
video of
quickly.
videos.
Yeah,
Will this take
you
too
would
long,
do
or is
that.
this like, is this quick and easy?
Yes, you can do it like in 5
Okay.
minutes. I mean, like not with code,
5 minutes.
but
You
we
got
can
5
set up in
minutes.
Storyblok. You will get that. So go to Storyblok,
Okay.
please, and go back to the Storyblok overview, like the space overview,
The home
and go to Yes, click.
and save changes.
You can click haste. Yeah, you don't have to. It's whatever. And then go to component.
Components. Yes.
Yes. And here you can create like new a component. So hit the new on the right hand side, right top side, and you will create, like, we can create nest table. It's okay. So create nest table and call it like conference talk. So conference minus talk. Yep. So you would do it like next, right? And here you would like I don't know what was there, like name, YouTube link. You have there exactly a title, dates, description, video, text, and conferences. Underscore in this case. So you can, like, for the YouTube, yeah.
Let's just do the title.
Yes, exactly. So the YouTube, you could change also the URL if you want, or even to YouTube plugin if we have Vimeo plugin at the moment. But you can go to text, exactly, just save it.
How do I edit that if I wanted to edit it?
Go hit the YouTube link. Yes.
Yeah.
Click, and then the typed. Click on the drop down on the text, or the first drop down.
Okay.
And there is a link on the first row.
Is it? It's not a link though. It's actually just a text.
And then just keep text. Yeah.
Because it's
you have a.
It's just
you have an ID.
It's the ID of the YouTube video, so it's not actually the link because I'm using the. Okay, cool. Just wanted to check. Okay.
So you can save that.
Save schema.
Save schema. Yeah, exactly. And now you can create like component, which is called like component conference talk listing, for example, or directly include it on the page. So it's up to you, but you can cancel this.
Yeah.
And now on the page, let's include it. No, let's do it differently. Let's add a new, create one more component. So create a new component, make it also nest table, and call it talks listing, whatever, to keep it simple, and just hit the new. And now click here and call it talks. Add, exactly. Open the settings of the talks. So hit on the talks property you created on the bottom. Yes. And change the type to type of this property. And use the first one, the blocks.
This is where the blocks are coming from.
Yes, and here, as you would like to only include the talks, then also hit the allow only specific components to be inserted, of course, and whitelist. So the next dropdown, just choose the conference talk. Exactly, right. You could set like maximum and other stuff, like require it, some description, blah, blah. Not important at the moment.
Okay.
You can save it, save the schema, or you could also like add here a title to this like section if you want, but not necessarily needed. So you can cancel that at the moment. And now, if you open the page, I just explained the page very quickly. So the page component here, the page component in the middle, which is a content type. And here you see the body. This is also like the type blocks. So if you hit, also open it, please. The body. And you see that there are allows, basically, we allow here to be added all the components. So there's like no whitelisting, no rules, basically. So we can add here also the already new created components we just created. So you can cancel and close this window.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to explain this and just close this and go to the content now. Now go to the content section, please. Open the home, as we have only home. and add a new blog here into the body. And you would choose the talks listing first, because we want to have a listing. And then now you can open the talks listing. Yep. And add a new conference talk.
I get
and here you can like build it.
I get you. Okay,
Exactly.
so now we just add in, for example, going static. For example, right?
Exactly.
And let me just get an actual. I'm just gonna take. Doesn't really matter. We'll just take this one. It's fine, right? So this is my video. This won't be the right video, whatever. And save.
You can save it. And now, if you save it, you will already get it into that content. So in that story, in the Nuxt, we are already getting that JSON. So if you go to here in conferences talks, then you can use the prep. Again, just render those data, and it will be in a story.content.body. If you can render that data. So that's and story.content. The body, because we on the page, the content is from the page, and we have all the data on the. So here in the body, you see that there are those different components, and one of these components is also the conferences talks. So if you scroll on the last one, it will be the last one. So talks listing. And the talk listing contains our talks. So you see there's like this array, the before, which is talks, and every object here would be the talks you create, and you just use this data. And here you see also the edit table. You go back. So exactly. Will that work? I think that will not work. You have to.
No, you're right.
Ask for the last one. You have to do the brackets, and it's number 4, so the last one.
Okay, never mind.
But you would basically loop through the body, or like it's up to you how do you set up your schema of your page, of your component, and how you want to like consume it. And this edit table here, it's responsible for that live editing and identifying.
Okay, so I really should just be able to do another V4.
Yes, you can do that.
For video of story.content.body.video story.content.body.conference talk. Was that what we called it?
No, it's not dot. That's the square bracket, and you have to ask for the last component in this case. So go for it. Number 2 or 3. How many? Can you click on the page in the breadcrumb in the right hand side? Right hand side. Click on the page. Yes. And we created 3 components. So we are starting with 0. It's number 2.
Okay.
So this is the order of the components you're getting in JSON also. So number 2.
And dot conference talk.
And there you have dot talks.
Dot talks.
Not just talks. We just call it talks there.
Okay. Should really get rid of this. And that shouldn't do anything else. And that gives me a 4. Lovely. Sure it's dot talks?
You can check
there
it.
We go, there
check
we go.
it in
Going
JSON.
static in Storyblok. The video didn't come up, but the text came up. For some reason, the video didn't.
Did we call it correctly? The YouTube link? What is expecting there?
Oh, I didn't call it.
It's video. It's video.
I didn't call it.
It's video
correctly.
in your content.
It's video.
Yeah, you can rename it in the Storyblok.
Here.
If you here, click here, define schema, or yes, YouTube link.
Yeah. And change field
renaming. It can take sometimes a little bit time, but should work quite fast, I think, for the next reload.
Okay, here's a nice
Sorry, what?
question for you in the meantime. Can we pass a props to a Nuxt link? And if we can we pass props from an already props page? That's a lot of props.
Yes. I mean, can we pass a props to a Nuxt link? I'm not sure what you mean exactly, but
Guessing
you can
that's
use
what
the
we're
Nuxt link
doing,
with.
right? We're passing a props here.
But what I am usually doing, like I have like block prop, and I'm passing this all the data through one. There's also the way, and I think like Julian knows that because he used something like a dynamic props. So it's like there are some crazy stuff
there we go.
going on. Great.
That works. Yay!
And now, and now, can you do one more thing? Go back to code, please.
Yeah.
And you use that V-edit table on the video card.
Oh, okay. On the video card. Yeah.
On video card, and you would be V-edit table equal video in this case.
Right.
I think should work. Yes. So it's open. I mean, you already had it open on the right hand side, and also like the editing works.
Nice. I like that.
And now you can, like, if you want, you can go to talks listing component and just copy paste this. You don't have to save.
Go to
but you
talks.
Can.
Where am I going?
No. Go in the Storyblok. In Storyblok, just create more talks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
and
add
just
another talk.
duplicate it.
Oh, I just duplicated it, and then okay, and then
or
I
you
go
can
in.
duplicate it as you want.
Let me just go. Why you should be viewing your performance. Let's take this one.
I will just answer the question. So the Jico about the props. Yes, you can pass the props. There's also like if you're using the links, you are sending the links that can be used directly in the Nuxt link.
I need to do that again.
Yes.
Hang on a second. 1 second. Don't get overexcited. Let me do this.
And you don't have to push it if you want that content.
Hang on a minute. Let me do this. Let me see. Site equals great performance. Let me copy this. Okay. I don't know why I've got embed here. This might not work. Okay, good, because that's broken because of this. See, I've actually got broken stuff on my site.
It's okay.
So that's why that video is not working, because I used to embed them and then I changed them. So let's take one that I know is working, that one. Because when you change the from YouTube Lite plugin, I changed it. Let's just do this. They're going to be wrong, but it doesn't matter.
You at least have a website. You
don't have a website?
I mean, I have, but I just didn't update it for 2 years, and it's just one HTML out with vanilla CSS.
Why is this not working? Come on, video.
Make sure to. I think like maybe I don't know how it works. That component, save it. Just make sure to reload. That it will be reloaded.
Yeah, because it's okay. Yeah, there you go.
It could be that I don't know how it works, that YouTube plugin in the Nuxt in this case. That.
Yeah, it's a plugin.
Could be.
So it's doing that extra little thing. Okay.
But you can also like reload that. You just have to tell him that, hey, you should also reload if you have a new data.
So let me get one thing straight. Let me see if I can do this. I have a description and I didn't add it in. Ooh, done weird. And I didn't add this in, so I go back to home, right? Let me do this. Save. I need to save. Hang on a minute. Save. Let's save because we don't want to lose what we did. Let's go back here. I'm going to go to components. Don't say anything. I'm going to go to the talks listing. I'm going to go to talks. No, it's not the right one. No, I'm going to go to content talk. And I'm going to add a description. See. Okay, then I save it, then I go back to content, go to home, Go to Talks listing, go to Conference Talk, and go, look at that. I rock.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Cool.
You can use the Markdown, rich text editor. What do you want there?
Okay. You're smiling, you're smirking way too much. I don't like your little smirk. So basically, what you've done is literally just made me use Storyblok on my website by literally in a live stream getting it on there. So now I don't walk away from the live stream going, okay, that was really good and I learned a lot, but I don't have time to do it and I'll probably not use Storyblok. And now it's already just there. You're good. I'm going to give it to you. You're good.
Thanks. But it took me like a lot of time. Come on. First, we discussed about something like this like a half year ago. So
yeah, you've been trying to get me to do this for half a year. Okay, and can I just ask you, right? So Storyblok is free. I'm not going to be charged any money.
No, I mean like you for this website definitely it's free. It's like you in the free tier you have like one seat. So you can like a standalone developer, it's like just working as you need to. There are all, even in the free tier is also multi-language, all this and all the stuff we just use today, it's in free tier.
Okay. And can I ask you then, so this is only working in developer mode? Or can we see Storyblok in another editing real?
Good question. There are multiple setups. You can set up as you need. So there's like, this is working with only the draft version of your content because there is something we are adding into the draft version to that this works. Of course, you can do it also in production. So for example, if you go for production, then you will have to have somehow switch that you are now consuming the draft content. But I would not recommend it. There are like many people using Storyblok differently. So there are people who are really using the production version exactly. What I also used to do always is like to have like two versions of the Nuxt. So one Nuxt, which is basically running kind of localhost, let's say on Vercel. And the second one, which is production version. And this production version, of course, strip a lot of Nuxt stuff that we don't need, but we need it for the product. We don't need it from production. And that also consume only the production content. And then you are like also sure, like now we are developing, and in the Storyblok, you know, have you defined that preview URL? Then you can set up multiple of these preview URLs. So you would have like the production preview URL, and then you would have like that just the development preview URL, and then you can switch between them and also like show the content editors like, hey, there will be a new version of the website and some of the content or like styles will change like this, and you can show in them before that goes live. I hope it's answered your question because I talk too much and too fast usually.
Pretty much what I'm thinking of is what I need to do from here now is, what do I need to do to get this live on my site?
I mean, you could theoretically do it also right now live, should work. It's only that the only probably issue is that using the draft token, and the draft token is also like some it's not so performant as the production content, of course. So I would what I would recommend is like before going live, you would have in .env file, you would set up like a flag that you are going for production, and then in Vercel or Netlify you would save your production token, and then you will replace the production token. And why you should do this is also that you don't publish or like to production a content which is not published, of course. So that's the last change you should do.
What do you mean not publish a content that's not published? Because we didn't press the publish button, you mean?
Yes, as you hit the save.
Like this? Because we didn't publish.
Yes. So you didn't publish. So now you would be like, what would happen here now at this moment is that you set up a webhook, and this webhook will basically trigger a deployment process on the Vercel net or Netlify.
Okay, so I don't have to do like git push.
No, that's all. You would hit that button and that's it.
Even though it's Oh, because it's not local. It's app.storyblok.com. Okay, it's not local. I'm always thinking of this as local because I see local because I'm looking here at local,
No.
but it's not local. It's okay. This is my question. This
Yes.
is where I was getting confused because okay. So then
This is just
go
you
here,
really like the development.
and then it should just go live.
But you can take this URL, the production URL of your debut website, and you could theoretically also preview it in the Storyblok.
How do you mean?
So go to your website, like your production website, that second tab you have open.
Yeah.
Yep. Just copy paste it. The URL, copy, sorry, the URL. Go back to Storyblok space. Go to the settings of Storyblok space, please. Yes, the arrow back, settings. And here, if you scroll a little bit down, you see this button, add preview URL. Button, a little bit down still. So hit that add, name it like production. On the left side, production, right side, your URL.
With the actual page or the home, it doesn't matter.
That's okay. For this place works. And go for no. Sorry, you're correct. Remove the resources and the conference talks, of course, because we already did it, and leave the slash. I think because we added also on top slash. This is the slash is a different question with Nuxt. Nightmare. So save and here hit save. And now if you go to content and open the home story, yeah, exactly. And now you can go to the drop down where you have a local host right now. And now you can choose your production. So, and you would see like your production in the iframe. Of course, the editing now it wouldn't work because you didn't deploy it and anything. But you can set up like these, like multiple environments or deployments. And like if you are like redesigning your website, you still can keep the Storyblok content as it is, and just have a new branch in your GitHub repository with new deployment and doing the small changes. And when you are happy, then you would switch it on your hosting service.
That's cool.
And there are like still like tons of features I didn't mention, but there's like, and also like for enterprises integration, which is great. We do now the integration of e-commerces, and that this works great with Vue Storefront, for example, which is built on top of Nuxt.js. That's you could see also in my talk if you watch it. So, did you learn today anything?
Okay, you impressed me. You impressed me a lot. This is very cool. It is very cool.
And there's more coming. Believe me.
It's very easy to do. Actually, it's very intuitive because you saw I could do that. I could add more, and we added quite a lot very quickly. And it's still developing, right? It's still your Nuxt code is still your Nuxt code. So it's very much just having extra powers, right?
That's
visual YAML.
You
right?
do the next. Yeah, you could say that kind of. I hope that Dominic will not. I will have no problems there, but that I compare the Storyblok to YAML right now.
I'm just going from Nuxt Content, right? What I'm used to, like doing the YAML, but this is a nice visual way of me adding that YAML because that's the way I'm thinking, right? I'm adding my markdown. And this is a nice visual way of doing it, but it's not actually forcing me to be in a different world. I'm still in my same. I didn't change my component. I didn't change my Nuxt configuration. I just added that extra editable thing. So yeah, that's really cool.
I have one more cool thing.
No, you can't.
Because I see you're like the developer, like the real developer who likes to write the code. So we have also management API. So you could still keep typing that YAML as you are doing right now. And then basically publish or push that content directly to Storyblok with the management API. So basically everything we did today, you can do through the management API and the CLI if you want.
Okay.
But it's like real like for the hardcore developers who love to stay always in
terminal
Vim and never leave that.
Yeah. Okay.
So cool.
It's very cool.
And it's possible, of course, because of how good the Nuxt team is and how many features are there. So it's not only about the Storyblok.
No, very cool, very cool. Of all the people, you have impressed me, I have to say. And now I have Storyblok on my website automatically, and now I might actually just add more things because it's just like there already. I don't have to configure it again. And we did that in an hour. What is it? An hour and a half? More or less an hour and a half.
I think so.
We got it up. Storyblok is on. I know how to use it. It's just working. Yes, Florence is late. Micho says it's awesome. Actually, I have to agree, Micho. I think Samuel did a good job. If you think you did a good job, put it in the chat. If you think I should use Storyblok, put it in the chat. If you think I should stay with my YAML and Markdown, put that in the chat. But seriously, yeah, I think everyone should try it out because that's quite easy to do, and it's very. I love this editing thing. This is cool. I just like this.
I know. You now understand why as I started with Nuxt and then I saw this and it was like, okay, I need to do this.
That's like, the video.
There's no way back.
Yeah, I edited the video. Yeah. Never mind. Oh, I can. Oh, and Control Z works too.
I mean, I don't see a screen. So I don't know. I don't see what I'm doing at the moment.
Oh, yeah. You're probably better off not seeing it because I'm just breaking things right now. But yes, I actually just like that this just works. I like it. Yeah, good job, says Jikko12. Yes. Yep, this is very impressive. I'm very impressed. I don't know. I'm going to give you 10 out of 10. I actually am. I've never done that to anyone before.
Thank you.
I'm going to buy you a beer. I will buy you a beer for that. That's worth beer. Yeah. So where can someone go from here if someone's watching this live stream and they want to like add to it and add more things?
I have. Yeah, true. You open please browser, go to the storyblok.com/tc/nuxtjs.
Where? What?
Storyblok.com.
Oh, you want me a new tab?
Yes, in tab. Sorry, storyblok.com. So if anybody like this, so /tc. This is like technologies. TC technologies. So TC. T as T-Rex, exactly. TC/nuxtjs. And hit enter. And all you need to know about the Storyblok and the Nuxt together, you can see here.
Nice. Look at that guy. I know that guy. He looks familiar.
There is like getting started, which we went through. So please read the instruction in getting started. You don't get those errors as we. There's like all the tones materials. Even with the Vudos, we did the 7 parts, basically tutorial how to rebuild the whole Vudos with Storyblok, which is below Storyblok. Some cases, some projects, some cheat sheet, I think, are down there also.
There's a demo project.
So demo, yes, but the demo project is like for 8 hours at least. So it's a crazy long demo with multi-language and everything. So yeah.
Now we know what Samuel does in his free time.
Please don't call it free time. My wife wouldn't be so happy.
You can't all do this in work time. There's too much. So you must be like spending Saturdays and Sundays also doing this. That's
I'm not alone. I'm not alone, of course, for that. We have a great team, and I would love to write more even, but yeah, it's always hard to updating. It's also like Nuxt team. There are like so often are the updates that you are just updating the articles.
I know it's nonstop. Trying to keep up with everything is hard. This is great. So everyone, if you want to know more, go ahead and yeah, check this out. Definitely worth checking it out. And if people have problems, they can reach you on Twitter, I'm guessing, right?
Yes, of course. Twitter, Samuel Snopko. So as my name, just very simple.
You can see it.
And then so Storyblok, yes, exactly, just together. And the Discord. Then you can find also on Discord where we have also a dedicated Nuxt.js channel, and there are like also great ambassadors like I should mention like Alba and Juro. I hope I
Alba's
told
not
your
here,
name
but
correctly.
is Florent an ambassador?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Also Florent is
So you
ambassador.
can reach out.
So both of them, they are also the Nuxt and Storyblok ambassadors at the moment,
Yes.
and they're like they are like working on great stuff, building great parts. So if you have any question, they are also like great people to ask.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I'm going to close it there and say to everyone that yes, he has convinced me, and I hope you all do try it out as well. And seriously, everyone, thank you. Thank you very, very much for watching, and watch this space because I'll be putting more Storyblok things maybe on my side. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see you in the next stream. So thank you and bye, everyone.
Yep.